hour, 6:30. Don't you dare. Take one.
CBS presents this program in color.
From Television City in Hollywood.
The Red Skelton Hour.
Brought to you by Marlboro Filter Cigarettes. You're where the flavor is when you're in Marlboro country.
All aboard for Old Cape Comedy, where we launch our laughs today. Once we're taking off, you'll soon agree everything is A-OK. There'll be fun for all on the satellite when we land and our flag is unfurled. If you join our crew on this crazy flight, you'll be feeling right out of this world. Our guest stars, Vincent Price, June Lockhart, our special guest star, Matt Monroe. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. The Tom Hanson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. You're very kind. If you could tonight, hey, did you hear what happened? Somebody stole my car. It was gone 3 days before I realized they hadn't taken it back to Detroit. Hey, did you read in the paper, though? Did you read in the paper about the school teacher that lost her job because she was wearing a mini skirt? Well, truthfully, that's part of the Reagan cutback. Mini skirts on a teacher is just another form of higher education. As a matter of fact, you can study mathematics and the anatomy at the same time. Hey, a little boy that lives next door to me came over to my house, and he's a very polite little fellow. He says, "Could I please have me arrow?" I says, "Your arrow? Where is it?" He says, "I think it's in your cat." He says, "Now, whatever you do, don't tell my mom, because she's lost her child psychology book, and if she starts thinking on her own, she's going to kill me." You know, mothers are wonderful, and I'm going to talk about Mother's Day. I think we should, because you realize we have one whole week for National Pickle Week and only one day for mothers. The story of Whistler coming home and seeing his mother scrubbing the floor, and he says, "Mom, you're off your rocker." You know, motherhood has changed. Years ago, you'd ask a little girl, "What are you going to be when you get as big as your mom?" She'd say, "A nurse or a teacher." Now you say to a girl, "What are you going to be when you get as big as your mom?" She says, "I'm going on a diet." And my mother used to trick us kids into doing things. Like she'd give us a dime to take castor oil, you know, and she'd take the dime and put it in a little bank and save it up until she got $1. You know what she did with $1? Bought more castor oil. And mothers are saying things innocently that make them the brunt of the joke. Like the girl says, "I'm going to marry the fella down the street." Mom says, "You're like your father. You'd marry anything." They say, "Give me a dime, Mom, and I'll be good." Why don't you be like your father and be good for nothing? Hey, I bet you've heard this one. "Someday I'm going to go to heaven, and you'll never see me again." where's she think we're gonna go? Or she'll say, eat your spinach, it'll put hair on your chest. You gonna have some? Shut up. Or here's another one moms always say. The next time I want an idiot to do something, I'll do it myself. But you know, there is nothing, there's nothing like mother's love, and you can tell mom's secrets that you wouldn't dare tell anybody else. Did you know that my mom and me are the only two people in the world that know the size of my underwear? And Mother's Day, that's the day when you sit around and you say, gee, where did I ever find such a wonderful mother? And Pop says, what do you mean? I found her. You came along with the deal. But did you ever figure out a typical day in Mom's life? It goes something like this. At 6:30 in the morning, the alarm goes off. Now, does Pop say, I'll get up and shut it off? You bet your sweet life he don't. That 200 pounds of flab just lays there. Does brother say, stay in bed, Mom, I'll get it? Or does sister say, stay in bed, Mom, I'll fix breakfast because I have to wash the dishes I was supposed to do last night, but I left them for you this morning. Now, she shuts it off herself. Then she walks over and she says, how's my little brood? Yeah, the brood ain't in the mood. Then Mom has to lie to him to get him up. She says to Pop, better get up. The clock's 15 minutes slow. He says, I know, that's why I set it back last night. Sister, she's in the physical training stage. 1967, she's boy crazy. Mom says, telephone. She says, where's my robe? Where's my robe? You'd think the bum on the other end of the line had Telstar eyes, you know? And then brother, she gives him the old 1-2, then throws ice water on him. Now comes breakfast. Do they make it easier for Mom? Does Congress make it easier for the taxpayers? Breakfast goes something like this. Pop sits down, Mom gets up. Junior comes in, Mom sits down, Pop leaves. Sister comes in, Mom gets up. Junior leaves. Mom sits down, sister leaves, Mom gets up, Mom sits down, Mom got no food. But Mom don't complain. It's those long goodbye kisses that keeps up her spirits all day. Goodbye, Mom. Missed her by 3 inches. Now she sits around the house, it's quiet, nothing for her to do but to listen to the sounds of the vacuum cleaner and the wash machine. And she has a time for a little diversion, so she turns on the television just to see an old rerun of Dr. Kildare. Only to find out that Gillespie's borrowed the spool of thread and Kildare's got the patient opened already. She even turns in on trouble, you know? Then for the rest of the day, it's cleaning, it's cooking, it's shopping, it's scrimping, it's saving, it's mopping, it's worry, it's hurry. It's Mom. Now it's about 10 minutes before the thundering herd comes in. So Mom sits down for a couple of minutes. In comes Pop. He looks like the commercial for a headache ad. You got it pretty easy sitting around all day. In comes Junior. Just wrecked the car, Mom. In comes Sister. Hi, Mom, flunked again. Then after dinner, it's the dishes. And after the dishes, it's the homework with the kids. And then Mom says, let's go to a movie, Pop. And Pop's right there in front of the television, can of beer in his hand. Willie Davis is on third and Pop's asleep. Then after a while, everybody's in bed except who? Mom. Now it's time for the sewing and for the mending. And along about midnight, she puts the cat out and she picks up their clothes. And she walks over to her happy little brood and pulls the covers up around their necks. They even kick in their sleep. But they're all safe, and they're all in one place. She smiles, and a tear comes to her eye. And she looks forward for tomorrow that'll be just like yesterday. And she walks around to each bed, and she plants a kiss on each face. Not one of those quick kisses, but a real mother's kiss. And you know, she's got more reasons to complain than all of them put together. But for some reason, Mom's happy.
A day out here starts at sunup here in Marlboro country. It stretches till the sun goes down. All day they're cutting steers and roping. They're branding and they're hoping Saturday night will soon come rolling round. Out here they smoke for flavor here in Marlboro country. Another cigarette's just not the same. There's only one real cigarette in Marlboro country. How do you think the country got its name?
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro country.
Clark gives you something more. More than just a stick of gum. Get something more. Get the 3 Footloose flavors from Clark.
On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You'll be part of every mountain, sea, and shore. You can hear from far and near a world you've never heard before. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever more. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever and ever more. On a clear day.
And now, a word from our alternate sponsor, Reynolds Aluminum.
Is your pocketbook tired, run down, nervous? Here's fast relief. Reynolds Wrap Be Kind to Your Pocketbook days are here with new money-saving ways to serve delicious meat dishes at really low cost, like this Swiss steak. Start with the least expensive cut of beef you can buy, chuck, for example. Place the slices on a sheet of Reynolds Wrap. Sprinkle them with onion soup mix. spoon on canned tomatoes, add carrot strips, and seasonings. Now bring up the Reynolds wrap. We suggest heavy-duty Reynolds wrap, and fold the edges. Reynolds wrap seals the juices in tight so they bubble up through the meat. Tenderize it as it bakes. Beautiful. That inexpensive cut of beef comes out so tender you can cut it with a fork. Another be kind to your pocketbook idea from all-purpose Reynolds wrap, oven-tempered for flexible strength.
Tonight, Red Skelton as San Fernando Red, Vincent Price as Professor Super Dope, and June Lockhart as June in our version of Lost in Space, Loused in Space.
Stop, San Fernando, you crook! Stop in the name of the law!
Ole! How about that? I got a hole in my hole. Well, it's a good thing I had pizza. He'd have got me right in a mozzarella. I gotta hide.
Looks like San Fernando got away. Well, I better call headquarters.
Oh!
Oh, what?
O'Brien. Sure and be golly, this is the police station.
Look, O'Brien, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to O'Rourke, head of the Bunko squad. Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello, young lovers, whoever you are.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Hello, O'Rourke. Say, I can't figure out San Fernando's newest racket. Oh, he's got an observatory here. Oh, yeah, maybe he's gone educational, huh? Okay, I'll be right in.
Yes. Oh! Boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Good heavens, it looks like my tapeworm had pups. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, now I know how it must feel to get out of one of them girdles. Oh. Boy, I feel like I've just had 6 divorces from Phyllis Dillard. Oh, yeah. Come right in.
Fernando?
Yes, I am.
Oh, we saw your ad in the paper.
Oh.
Real estate for sale, out of this world. Is your property really out of this world?
As far out as you can get. It's on the moon.
My property on the moon?
Yeah.
What do you take us for?
Everything I can. Now, it just so happens we're opening a little track up there called Vista del Crater. Come here. Take a look here. Take a look in there. Just take a look in there, will you?
Well, I can't see anything on the moon. No sign of life.
Well, naturally, it's 8 o'clock at night. Nothing going on. It's like Pasadena at 7.
Gee, the moon.
The moon.
Oh, is there water up there?
You mean you've never heard tell of Moon River?
The moon.
Yeah.
Oh, but we don't want to be the first in the community.
I'll tell you, right now I can see a little town springing up there. A little town. Look right through here, will you? A little town is springing up. And let's see, there looks like a nice little town to spring up. There we are. Right over here, and there it is, right over there. And how do you like that?
Oh, right between a church and a school.
Yeah, that's in case your teenager drops out of school. You can pray that he drops back in again.
You are a phony real estate salesman. Come on, dear. And I'm reporting you to the Better Business Bureau.
Well, while you're down there, would you ask him why business ain't any better? Well, I have to see if there's some more customers coming. As Barnum said, there is one born every minute. That's what Barnum said. Glad, I'm sorry I said it. One's born every minute, he said. Of course, that makes it rather inconvenient for Mrs. Barnum, I would think. Let's see what's down here. Oh, what is it? A bird? Is it a plane?
No, it's Super Dope.
I am Professor Superdope, a truculent, turbulent, tenacious, a tentacle of tolerant tenacity.
That dog. That don't make sense.
I know, but it gives me a chance to show off my pearly white teeth.
Boy, I tell you, I can see we got a fraternity man. Phi Beta crackpot.
I am interested in buying some property in space.
Yeah?
You see, I'm looking for a heavenly body.
Well, I just sell real estate. You're looking for Sophia Loren. You'll have to go somewhere else.
You see, I have constructed a homemade spaceship, and I'll require a place up there to land it.
Oh.
Do you have a strip?
No, no. Just sell real estate here. We don't have any floor shows.
No, silly. I mean a landing strip.
Oh.
You see, I've been interested in traveling through space ever since I bent down to tie my shoelace on a railroad track, and the train was an hour early.
Now, that must explain your loose caboose then.
Do you have any property for perusing?
Well, you buy it and you can do whatever you want to with it.
I say, was that a meteor going by?
No, you just ripped your pants.
Oh, good. I haven't been on a big tear in a long time. Oh, I do believe the world is just crying for humor, don't you?
Right about now, yeah.
I say, now, what is this huge mountainous object over there with water splashing all over it?
Wait, let me take a look there. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's big. That's Big Nellie, censored. I said, that's Nellie there. She's taking a shower over there. She's taking a shower.
Big Nellie.
Big Nellie. Every once in a while, I whistle the Star Spangled Banner when she's taking a bath. It's fun, you know.
Well, I must remember her in case I want to mate my spaceship.
You made a spaceship with a man in the moon watching?
All right, San Fernando. Look, I'll buy some of your property, but you're going to the moon with me.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
just to
not.
make sure that there is no hanky-panky.
Thank you to get your pankies off of my hanky.
Oh, there's that cry for humor again. I shall have to persuade you to come with me with my new invention.
No, now,
Here.
wait. That's a finger.
Yes.
You must be crazy. That was invented a long time ago. That was invented by a dunker who wanted a place to hang his donut. I could have probably given that a better reading, but somebody just sleeked it in there. I never saw it.
And I thought it was funnier on the first show. This is no ordinary finger.
Yeah.
Look. All right, now, come on.
Now, please, now.
Follow me.
I've heard of people shooting off their mouths, but never their fingers. Now, watch out there. Your thumb may go off there, all right?
Oh, the disadvantages of the new Benson & Hedges 100s. They're a lot longer than king size. And that takes some getting used to. Benson & Hedges 100s are the new, longer filter cigarettes. 3 puffs longer, 4 puffs longer, maybe 5 puffs longer than king size. If you light up after breakfast, try to get to work on time.
Decompressor 705, super hydro combustor 6G, teleplex computer 5 ergs, temperature 90 degrees centigrade, release. Well, one thing I will say about you, Collins, is you do make a delicious cup of coffee.
Control to Professor Superdope. San Fernando, that real estate salesman for moonlots, refuses to go aboard.
I'll get him aboard. San Fernando goes for money like a nudist goes for a warm bench. Money, money. I knew that ruse would work. You'd sell your own grandmother for $1.
That's a lie. I wouldn't let the old girl go for less than $2.50. That includes removing a little fat, of course.
All right, ready for the countdown, huh?
Yeah.
1,999, 1,998.
Why are you starting so high, sir?
Why? Why, by the time I get to 1, I might figure out how to get this thing off the ground.
Say, why don't we just stay on Earth and have a couple of martinis? That's about as high as I want to go.
See, you know, in an emergency like this, there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Cry.
Please, sir. You're shrinking my mascot. My ascot.
Oh!
And it's not the drip dry kind either.
Chief, take hold of yourself.
You know, I can't take hold of myself. I'm ticklish all over. Sit down.
The chief mechanic is ready to board.
Well, very well. Now is the time. If any rats want to desert the ship.
I hope you don't name this thing Pittsburgh. Any rats wanted to get off, they can do it now. Huh?
Yes,
Well, I
sir.
guess this is time for my cheese break, right? Yes, sir. I tell you. I come back because I got something in my eye. Her.
Hiya, Chief. You need any spare parts?
Any part you may have to spare wouldn't look good on him, huh?
Meet our mechanic. This is June.
Well, it looked like June is busting out all over. Matter of fact, in some parts it looks like July's already here.
You ready for a takeoff?
Take off. Hey, how about that? You mean you got some more to take off? I'm getting to like it here. But you know, I think I'm going to go because I'm too young to take a trip like this.
Oh, no, wait a minute, San Fernando. Do you realize that because of the time-space ratio, on the moon you will be 20 years younger?
How about that? 20 years younger. How about a date when we get up there, huh?
Oh, well, don't forget, I'll only be 8 years old.
Well, if it's good enough for Sinatra, it's good enough for me.
Well, it's takeoff time for the most dangerous journey in recorded history.
I tell you.
Oh, just think, we might be lost in space with a moon monster, or lost in space with a robot, or lost in space with an electronic serpent.
You know, I've heard of people plugging their series, but not episode by episode. Yeah.
Control tower to spaceship. Ready for takeoff.
Ready for takeoff. Manifold, radarscope, turbojet, upsy-daisy.
Oh, just a minute now. Don't breathe so hard. The air in space is very thin.
Good. That fat air's murder for my sinus.
You know something? Radio's dead.
Well, right now, television ain't doing too good either.
Oh, there's something wrong. The control board indicates a strange object is coming toward us.
Really?
What strange object?
The control board. Watch out.
And don't you dare.
The afterburner.
Afterburner. The afterburner went, yeah.
Burn your afterburner.
It looked like his pinball machine backfired on him there.
Well, I guess I'll have to use my emergency fuel for flying.
Emergency fuel?
What's that?
What do you got in that bag?
My secret formula, baked banana skins.
The only way to fly.
Benson and Hedges 100s, the popular priced filter cigarette that's 3 puffs, 4 puffs, maybe even 5 puffs longer than king size, has brought you this portion of the Red Skelton Hour. This portion of the Red Skelton Hour is being brought to you by Windex. Gets glass so clean it seems to disappear. Another work-saving product from Dracket.
Fly me to the moon, ah, la 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 la. Fly me to the moon, la da da dee, la da da dum.
Why are you walking that way? Are you weightless?
I just stepped into some chewing gum.
Chewing gum? Oh, goody. Oh, that means the Americans have already been here.
They couldn't have been. I don't see any Yankee go home sign.
San Fernando, look, I paid for property on the moon, and I demand to see it.
All right, there's your property. Take a look at it.
Well, take a look at it, but that's June, and June is our mechanic. That's not my property. I wanted a view lot.
Brother, you got a lot there to view. Over there.
San Fernando, isn't it enough that you're a crook? Do you also have to be a masher?
Well, it's my show. I can play two parts if I want to.
You're kind of cute.
I am?
I bet that together you and I could put a lot of spice in space.
Yeah, how you talking now?
Hey, hold it. Don't you monkey with my grease monkey.
Where'd you get a line like that, out of Sears and Roebuck catalog? Wait for me in the spaceship, will you?
All right, but you better hurry up, honey. I'm double parked.
Yeah, I'll bet you is.
Yes. San Fernando. San Fernando.
What's the matter with you?
San Fernando.
What's the matter? You blowing your cork again? It's June. She's finally fallen for me. Oh, I'm glad I switched to that sexy detergent.
Rubber arms.
Oh, rubber arms. They are nice and soft, you know. Here, give me a little kiss, will you, honey? Good heavens, I'm engaged to a gas pump.
In head, and your pompadour grows under your nose. You do not compute.
How would you like a punch right in your percolator top?
Please, Mr. Robot, do not harm us. We are...
Harm us? Yeah.
I thought his name was Hermas. Please do not harm us, Mr. Robot. We are from America.
Now, you shouldn't have told him that. Now he'll want to borrow money.
Look at that, San Fernando. He is wearing a police badge.
A police badge?
Officer, arrest this man. He was a crook from birth. When he was born, while the doctor was slapping his bottom, he stole the doctor's watch.
Yeah, but I gave it back. I had to. See, I didn't have any pockets to put it in.
Look, according to this deed, my property should be right near here. Why is this ground so lumpy?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's an old camel cemetery here. Either that or maybe the gophers. I've got a thyroid condition here. We'll try to kick this.
Who kicked my cubicles? Who kicked my cubicles?
I only kicked your door.
You know, this is astounding. There's life on the moon.
Hey, man, you should see us on a Saturday night. A 1 for money, 2 for show. Three to get ready. Go, go, go. Swing again. That's not easy.
I tell you kind of overdid it for $3.50. I'll tell you that. There's a switch for you. He's a cop and he's got the flat fee.
San Fernando, where is my property? My tolerance is running out.
Well, then you're in trouble because we ain't got no plumbing up here.
San Fernando, show the professor his property. I am getting hot under the collar.
Well, don't do that. You'll fog up your bubble. Here.
San Fernando, warning, warning.
Oh, warning, warning. Here, Professor. Gaze your eyes on this. It'll sleep 5. This is your place here.
What'll sleep 5? The house?
No, I think the ear.
This is my house, and I never leave it because, well,
People are always making fun of my ear.
Well, it's not your fault if you have a big ear.
Well, that's not the one they laugh at. It's this one here.
Hey, I've got just the girl for you. She modeled for CBSI.
San Fernando, please take me back to Earth.
Did you hear that?
Take you back to Earth?
And take me.
Well, let's take them all, San
We'll take you
Fernando.
all back to
Oh,
Earth.
gentlemen, you'll find America is a remarkable nation.
Yeah, the eagle flying outside the White House and the rest of the birds on the inside.
Well,
Do you think they will accept us? We do not look like Earth people.
Well, you can live in San Francisco. Compared to those hipsters, you're going to look normal.
Well, I'm all revved up and ready.
What's that? You want to try the
Oh,
car?
I mean, the spaceship is all revved up and ready for takeoff.
I love them things.
okay, we'll leave at once for the 238,000-mile trip back to Earth.
238,000 miles. I sure hope they got a restroom on Mars.
Well, why should we go there? We've got the same problems here as you have on Earth.
You mean you got the same problems up here that we've got down there?
Right.
No kidding. What's she crying about? Same problems up here, I guess, huh?
Sorry, lady. When you send your payments in, we'll bring back your cent.
One of these window panes is missing, and the rest have been cleaned with Windex. Can you tell which one is which? It's difficult to tell because Windex gets glass so clean it seems to disappear. You watch, and you'll see why more women choose Windex than any other brand. Windex now contains ammonia D, a special kind of ammonia, which puts its power on these dirty windows and not in your nose. Windex with ammonia D floats dirt-free so fast and easily, a paper towel wipes it away, without rubbing, without streaking. Yes, Windex truly gets glass so clean, it seems to disappear, as this painless window test proves. Now, if you had chosen this as the missing pane, you'd be absolutely wrong. Right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like for you to meet our guest star. Very talented, very versatile gentleman. An authority on art, gourmet, author, and actor, Mr. Vincent Price. Vince, I would like to say something right here and now.
What's that?
I think a lot of people already know you're one of my dearest friends. We love you very much. You're a fine gentleman, fine actor, and you're a great credit to our profession. We love you. Everybody here loves you today.
Thank you, Red.
You're a nice gentleman. That was the crew. That was the crew there.
It is mutual.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, this is CBS. Oh.
Can't win.
Say, you know, Vince, I know that you're an authority on art, and I do a little artwork myself. I sculptures.
Yes, I heard you were a chiseler.
We-
Say, Red, by the way, how's your new boat, huh?
How's my new what?
Your new boat.
I don't have a new boat.
Well, that's funny, because your wife told me that you were getting a little dinghy.
You know, I do little painting, too, and drawing.
Do you? Would you do something?
I would like to do something for you, if I may.
Oh,
I would like to do
wonderful.
a thumbnail sketch of you.
Oh, thank
a
you.
Thumbnail sketch. Give me here. This will only take just a minute here. Here, now,
All right,
I'll
now
get to
how do
work
you
on
want me
this
to
baby.
pose,
You
huh?
Just anyway, like as
that?
near human as you can. There.
Oh.
What's the matter?
You told me you were going to paint my thumb.
I'm getting a little dingy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our musical guest star from England. It's the very popular Mr. Matt Monroe, along with the Alan Copland Singers and the Tom Hansen Dancers. We'll be right back.
Born free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, born free to follow your heart. Live free and beauty surrounds you. The world still astounds you each time you look at a star. Stay free when no walls divide you. You're free as a roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free. Stay free when no walls divide you. You're free as a roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free.
Though we'd love to do a song with Nat Monroe, he says he doesn't know how to dance. But if we can use a bit of trickery with no terpsichore, he'll take a chance. He'll dig our Monroe doctrine as we kick around a song in which his feet won't have to touch the ground.
There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and maybe teardrops to shed. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune. And then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music, that swinging music. Let's face the music and sing and dance.
Now a word from one of our sponsors, Anison.
1, 2, tie your shoe. Simple. Any 6-year-old can do it. Except when arthritis flares up with frustrating pain, stiffness. There is help for arthritics. Help when you reach for Anison. The Anison formula relieves minor pain and so eases arthritis stiffness for hours, because Anison has the pain reliever doctors prescribe most for arthritis. What a difference Anison can make to the arthritis sufferer when even a simple movement can cause pain. At times like this, Anison brings more freedom of movement without pain. More freedom of movement without pain. Minutes after taking Anison, feel pain and stiffness flow from affected joints. The joy of doing simple things returns. Reach for help. Reach for Anison. More freedom of movement without pain.
And now the Silent Spot, starring Red Skelton. Tonight, Red takes you back to the days of Prohibition in a wicked waterfront melodrama of the Roaring '20s entitled The Stevedore. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Next week, Red's guests will be Patrice Munsell and Clem Cadiddlehopper. And now a word from our sponsor of this portion of the Red Skelton Hour, Geritol.
Did you ever say this to a friend?
I don't know why I'm so tired. But, Jane, I do take vitamins.
Your trouble could be iron-poor, tired blood. Vitamins alone can't build up iron-poor blood, but Geritol can. In only one day, Geritol iron is in your bloodstream, carrying strength and energy throughout your body. Check with your doctor, and if iron-poor blood is your problem, take Geritol. Feel stronger fast in 7 days.
You're my kind of guy, I want you so. Baby, everything about you is go, go, go. With Aquavelva lotion, our romance began because there's something about an Aquavelva man.
That's Aquavelva Aftershave Lotion.
My Aquavelva man. My
Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors and staff realize that product and entertainment must serve to bring happiness into your homes. And if during the past hour, if we've given you but 1 second of pleasure, then our intent toward that happiness has been fulfilled. Thank you for letting us be with you. Good night, and may God bless. Thank you.
Geritol, the high-potency vitamin iron-rich tonic to help you feel stronger, has brought you this portion of the Red Skelton Hour.
We'll be heading for the launching rack, 'cause our flying time is through. When a week has passed, we'll zoom right back for another